Hello everybody, this is Goofsome Fox coming at you with a little Monday bonus video here. A topic I wanted to talk about today since, I produced my videos ahead of time, so I already had the Wednesday video set, so by the time I would have been able to talk about this, would have been sometime next week, and that just didn't feel very optimal because this was a topic that was brought up on my recent Saturday stream, the one prior to this video, and that is the potential resurgence of the Zaku Mariner here, which is what I have on screen. This is going to be the 400 cost level 1 version here. So we're going to be using the native one, and we're going to be on Arctic base. And the topic that was brought up during my Saturday stream was that apparently the Zaku Mariner has been appearing quite a bit in rated matches. Now unfortunately this is going to be a quick match here. By the time I got this clip, there was no 400 or 450 rated matches for me to try it out here, but did have plenty of quick matches that I was able to take the suit out and really try to see what all the hubbub was about. I was understandably curious because if you're familiar with the reputation of the Zaku Mariner, it is not considered one of the best supports at all, and it just had me very curious. I was like, well, what's up with the idea that there is just a bunch of Zaku Mariners coming around to rated, and even in quick matches as well. I had a few times where I either saw people trying to sortie with it, but they would end up changing because I was already in the Mariner, or I would see Zaku Mariners on the enemy team. So it's a very interesting case of trying to figure out what's going on here, and I'll do a quick little rundown of the weapons here. Well, first you are a 400 to 450 cost support, and for your weapons you do have the sub-rock gun enhanced. This is the sub-rock gun that has the missiles that follow wherever you are aiming. You have the blow enhanced as your main melee, so pretty standard Zaku melee pattern there. You have the magnet Hawken, that is the wire on your left arm. Unlike most wires, this one does not heavy stagger, it is just a normal stun. But if you do land it on somebody who is charging at you, it still, for the most part, should register as a stun. So, in that regard, it does still have some uses. You have the shoulder sub-rock launcher, so that's going to be your shoulder missiles. And then you have the back sub-rock launcher, and that's going to be your back missiles. So you have a whole lot of missiles that you can use with this. And, you know, being a marine suit, you do have aquatic mobile shooting. So when you are underwater and you are boosting, you are able to use your primary. And then you also have high performance balancer, so you can go straight into your melee as well. And that's pretty much some of the good pros when it comes to the Zaku Mariner, is that a lot of weapons you can use while moving, such as both of the missiles, the ones on the shoulder and the back. And again, if you're underwater, you can use the handheld sub-rock, so that is a pretty good advantage there. But other than that, the Zaku Mariner, I should mention the other pro too, is that you do have pretty quick reload for all of your weapons, so you can pretty much just spam missiles all day. But, yeah, the Zaku Mariner's performance has always been lackluster, and that's kind of how it started when I was trying to get matches for this. I had a lot of the typical Zaku Mariner results, kind of being on the lower end of placements and just my win stats overall. But as I kept playing it, and I really had a lot of good teams as well, I think that also factored into the performance for these matches. But as I kept playing it, I actually ended up doing a whole lot better. Like, pretty much for two of the matches I had, this one, I guess a little spoiler for the match results here. For this match, and a match I played after this one on Jungle, I had gotten second place with really good stats across the board. So the more I kind of ended up using it, the better it kind of ended up feeling. And again, I feel like the team setups I had really did help out a lot with that. Getting matches for this was also a hassle as well, because I had a lot of matches that, like, the room would just close because it said, like, the room no longer existed. Not really sure what that was about, but yeah, that was another thing that was a bit of a hassle when it came to trying to get a match here. But luckily it seemed that at some point everything kind of fixed itself, and I was able to get this match here. So, yeah, got hit by the Gundam there with the Hyper Hammer, but yeah, with the Zaku Mariner here, I'm surprised to say that, at least from these matches that I have gotten, it actually started to feel really good to play. The more I kind of got used to it, again, the better it felt. Now the thing I don't want to necessarily go too much into, like, is it good or not now? Is this some magical resurgence for the Zaku Mariner? As I mentioned earlier, where I was hearing that this was taking place was in Raiden matches, and again, these are quick matches. So, you know, in quick matches, you feel like, you know, a lot of the team setups and the way people play in general, it's a bit more, you know, it's meant to be more casual, especially since some of the matches that I had Thunderbolt ad guys running around at 400, so I'm assuming they were the 350 cost version, so, you know, obviously, you know, you have a bit more variety when it comes to what exactly people are picking, and especially how maybe players are also playing. So, you know, don't want to say anything too solid of like, oh man, the suit is suddenly good, but at least from the turns that I've gotten in quick matches, it actually ended up being a really viable option, especially in jungle, where I was able to make use of the river with the aquatic mobile shooting and just the extra speed boost that I get from that. On that map, I was able to make decent use of this suit's weapons and skills, because again, you can boost while using most of your weapons if you are underwater. So you do have some really neat advantages there. The main tactic I've kind of figured out with the Zaku Mariner, and you see it a lot in this match here, aside from really just spraying as many missiles on somebody as I can, it's also really good if you try to focus somebody who is downed by a teammate, because the longer that that person is on the ground, the more missiles that you can just follow up with. And there was a lot of times where I was pretty much able to get the finishing shots because of a enemy that was knocked over. And that kind of became a pretty good tactic for what I was, you know, trying to accomplish with this suit here. And, yeah, the missiles overall are really good. It's one of the aspects I mentioned I did like about this suit. The missile weapons are really good. The sub-rock gun does throw me off on occasion with the tracking rockets, but again, I think that was something I kind of got used to the more I used it. But, yeah, in quick matches, I'm surprised to say Zaku Mariner actually felt really good to play, which is such a glow-up from the last time I covered this suit, where I really did not have a whole lot positive to say regarding its performance. So, yeah, maybe this is some resurgence for the Zaku Mariner here. I guess we'll just have to wait to see, you know, how it ends up playing in the future. But real quick, look at our win stats here. I'm definitely going to be praising our Raid Easy 8 and top in individual, praising our Ifrit as well, and second place with 8 kills and 2 loss, second in damage, and again, first in individual. So, really good stats for the Zaku Mariner here, again, compared to what I am used to, because back in the day, I just remember when I was using this suit, it was actually on, a stream I did. I did a stream that was focused solely on this, and I think for most of that stream, I was getting, like, consistent 7th place. And even matches outside of it, too, I was getting consistently, like, the 7th place range. So, seeing that with the matches that I played, I was able to do better with the performance. And again, I keep saying again with this, I definitely think the teams that I had helped. I had a lot of really good teams that just knew what they were doing. So I think that also had a factor in my performance here. Really just left a lot of openings for me to just spray a bunch of missiles on an enemy and really just start dishing out that damage, get those finishing blows. But yeah, very interesting topic that was brought up on stream and something that I wanted to explore as soon as I was able to. So yeah, it led to this little random video here, just something that I wanted to talk about as a follow-up to that stream. Yeah, again, maybe this is some resurgence for the Zaku Mariner. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to play it in rated and, maybe try to follow that up in a future stream or something, talk about what I get from that. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this video here. Comment down below what you think about the Zaku Mariner. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.